This won Poppy ult sealed T1's World Championship victory. In an action-packed 5-game thriller, Kevia's Poppy was a nightmare for BLG. Time and time again, they charged headfirst into him and paid the price. This Yordle didn't just humiliate BLG, he shut down their entire game plan. No joke, Poppy's toolkit hard countered everything BLG wanted to do, turning their strengths into weaknesses. And in this video, I'm breaking down T1's top secret tech, the strategy that not only stunned the world, but also secured their title as world champions. With the rise of champions packed with dashes in League, Poppy has quietly gained notoriety as a powerful counter. Her W, Steadfast Presence, shuts down all of this mobility, and in this series it was a game changer. Especially crucial against BLG, where all 5 members rely heavily on dashes. Most notably in the bot lane, in the 2v2 matchup, Kevia's Poppy completely neutralizes the Veil, effectively taking it out of the game and giving T1 full control of the lane. This creates a massive problem for BLG. Their bot lane was going to struggle hard until they hit a few levels, so they need a plan. And well, they found one. BLG are looking to lane swap, putting them on an even footing as they both will be in a 2 vs 1 against the enemy top laners. The lane swap forces Jax and Gragas into the role of glorified cannon minions. But Zeus might have something here, and take a look at how he adapts to it. He moves mid to leech XP, getting close to level 2, before taking the long route to catch the wave topside. This puts BLG in a tricky situation, as they either have to dive to Gragas or reset and head back towards bot lane to fend the bin. With Gumayusi and Keria hitting level 2 and threatening a dive on bin, BLG opt for the safer play. Kai'Sa and Drell reset and return to bot lane to defend, ensuring bin survives the pressure. This play just secured them an almost even lane state in bot lane and gave Jax an even top lane as well, as all he had to do is TP up there. This was just pure genius from BLG. All BLG need to do is stay safe and push out the wave to complete the play. But T1 are one step ahead again. Keria and Gumayusi lie in wait, hiding in this bush, ready to pounce the moment the BLG overextends. As Owner engages onto Elk, Elk tries to escape by running topside, but it goes straight into Keria's Poppy, where he ignites and lands his E, but Elk holds his flash and narrowly escapes this. This is a disaster. BLG have just undone everything they did well, as Keria can stand in front of the wave to stop them from CSing and getting XP. This champ is a fortress, nothing is getting through him. Gumayusi and Keria capitalize on this by holding a freeze, gaining them a massive advantage, as if you hold the wave for even a minute or 2, it secures you a huge gold lead, which allows them to reset later, buy the BF sword on Guma, while Elk is left with only a Cole. T1 now has a lead and is looking to extend it. The easiest way? Void Grubs, as they are a great source of tower plate gold. So with Gumayusi and Keria as the strongest duo on the team, they rotate towards top lane to contest it. However, they arrive a little late to game vision, as Elk and On, instead of going top, went mid lane, helping Knight apply pressure and forcing Faker to reset and burn teleport. Although Faker can join quickly with his ultimate, T1 is forced to engage blindly, making caution essential. Over the wall, BLG has set to trap. On attempts to engage onto Owner but misses. Faker follows up with the Galio joining the fight, as Keria flashes in stunning Rel, while Faker dashes in to secure the kill and claim the Void Grubs. If On had landed that engage, this game could have turned out completely differently, but that's still the beauty of League. So back into the game, T1 grabs a few tower plates before returning to their standard lane assignments. Here they want to get as many tower plates as possible onto Guma. At this point into the game, Guma has ultimate to stop a Rel engage, same with the Poppy W from before. There is nothing BLG can do to harm them, so with the support of Owner, they slowly chip away under this tower until On makes a huge mistake, in onto a minion to secure it, but gives his life for it. This is what Poppy does best, as they can catch out anyone if they're out of position for just even a second. There's now a 1,400 gold lead for Guma, who finishes their first item in 10 minutes, and it's perfect timing as the second lot of Void Grubs are about to spawn. T1 look to do the same thing as last time, push top, into Void Grubs, but this time BOG has a plan. While everything has gone perfectly towards bot lane for T1, same can't be said for Faker in the mid lane, who has been completely camped in this game. He's had multiple jungle ganks and even one from the enemy support. With all the attention on him, he's had to blow his flash and his teleport for the last Void Grubs, compared to Knight, who's got lane prio and TP for this objective. Capitalizing off the difference in TP, Knight uses it to collapse on top lane. As T1 Guma and Keria have overstepped on this wave, Knight has ult closing the gap and holds the charm for Keria, who looks to get Guma out. He gets charmed and taken out as Bin joins in and flashes to stun Guma, who counters it with the cleanse and ult. But Guma has just left himself wide open for a Magnet Storm from On, which forces Guma to flash out and even gives Owner's life to make space. This is such a great way of converting mid lane pressure into a fight top lane, as BOG has just outplayed T1 so hard by doing the one thing Poppy can't do well, and that is dealing with flanks. As Shin goes easily into the fight to bait out the ability, it lets Knight take over that fight. But Zaf, weren't there only 3 members of T1 there? Well, you'd be right. With all of this happening, Zeus was on a one-man mission bot lane. He's taking towers, taking minion names, he's having a great time. After taking the bot lane tower, he waddles his way to mid lane, where he meets up with Faker to go to the Void Grubs, which are still up. BOG play was just made too early, as at this point in the game you can respond super quickly with low death timers, so weirdly enough, T1 loses the fight but won the play. Having 5 Void Grubs, they're in a great place to accelerate the game. The only caveat is Knight's a little fed, having 3 kills. Heading into mid game, T1 freaking suck at taking towers, even with those 5 Void Grubs. This is because Guma can never walk up close enough to hit towers, as he has to be concerned of J4 ulting him over the wall, or even an Ari charm. It's rough out here for him, so they want to try and create space and make a numbers advantage to get these towers. They do this by keeping Faker top lane and letting their bot lane tower full tonight. With the 5 Void Grubs, they can trade 1 bot lane tower for 2 top lane towers. This is a big win, as Guma has completed both Essence Reaver and Infinity Edge. Perfect timing with Dragon about to spawn. T1 have mostly gone control of the Dragon due to the prio of Gragas. T1's comp, not just Keria's Poppy, is great at peeling and holding space, especially Gragas, who walks into the enemy jungle and spots On. He looks to engage and bait a fight, which they fall for, as On re-engages, not knowing that T1 was right behind to collapse, winning them the fight and putting T1 on soul point with the Cloud Soul. This is a combo T1 does a lot with their comp, having Gragas engage with the cask into Galio ult. This can be quite a lethal combo if used correctly. With the added pressure of On dead, it finally lets Guma walk up towards his mid lane tower and opening up the map by grabbing it. Now the game is truly in T1's hands, as now they can dictate the plays around these major objectives. The way to abuse this power is by pushing your sideways and then controlling the river entry points with either the Poppy W or some kind of lockdown. This forces the enemy to either send someone top lane to match the side wave or give it and be there for the dragon. They opt for the dragon, as Faker is late pushing out the side wave, letting BLG have a 4 versus 5 advantage. T1 need to keep Guma safe. Every player was holding someone down to help him, especially Owner, who stunned Jun from going over the wall. This seemed good at the start, but Jun re-engages onto Guma, forcing his ultimate. Coming down, he has to flash the Ari charm, put him in the eyes of Bin, where Keria charges the ult to try and get him out of danger, but Bin flashes over this and stuns Guma, and jumps even over Keria's E afterwards, killing Guma. Faker finally finishes pushing that top wave and TP's down to try and stop BOG from taking Baron. It's been his TPing behind trying to one-shot Owner so he can't try to steal the Baron with a spy, but he TP's so far away. So Faker, seeing this, re-engages and kills Knight, but it isn't over. Elk is still alive and dealing damage. Faker uses his ult and sees Bin go into Zhonya's and uses this to mask his E through him, baiting in Elk. Elk walks forward as he thought it wasn't going to hit him and it was going to hit Bin, and this was a huge mistake that will cost him, as Faker finds another E afterwards, somehow turning the fight and securing T1 that Baron. No wonder Faker has won 5 World Championships with that sort of outplay. This game is in T1's hands. The issue I mentioned before for T1's comp of hitting towers is negated by the Baron, so all they need to do is set up in a 4-1 formation to keep Guma safe and having Zeus on the side lane to gain pressure. But BLG has a plan. They know they haven't set up vision from the play, so if they can pick off Zeus on the side before T1 set up, they can stop this ban from being effective. So all but Knight runs up to top lane to make this play. This is do or die for BLG. This play can't go wrong as well, as Zeus in the top lane notices that everyone's coming from him, so he just needs to buy time for his team. So he engages onto Elk, ulting him into Faker's ultimate of the Galio. He goes into stasis, but look at Ona, Guma, and most importantly Keria. They are so far away, they need to save time to let them come in, but Keria isn't moving up. He sees Knight about to TP, he charges the Poppy ultimate and stops it. BLG's strongest member can't join this fight. But back to top lane, the stasis from Elk finishes and dashes away, letting Jun use his ultimate, trapping everyone. But Faker hits the Q over the wall and killing Elk. After Zeus goes down, but look at the team, they're almost here. Faker just needs to hold on for a little longer. He gets stunned, but he goes into the stasis and the team's finally here. Guma starts pumping out the damage, killing 1, killing 2, and Faker survives it all. And with 4 members with 40-second death timers, T1 rushes down the base and finishes the game. Let me catch my breath. Damn, that was an intense game. But that is going to be all for the video. I hope you did enjoy, and make sure to like and subscribe, as only 2.8% of you are here, and I spent a lot of time on these, so I would appreciate it. But it's going to be all. If you do enjoy this sort of content, I did make a video a little while ago about Genji versus T1. If you enjoyed this one, you'll probably enjoy that one. Except for that, have a good day.